So hello, I am Ruben. I'm an illustrator, web dev and code enthusiast, and I'm also an environmental and political activist. I strongly believe that the media we consume influence us, being it the books we read or the movies we watch. Aren't we living today in a society described by science fiction authors from last century? Is it a self-fulfilling prophecy? I think it's more acceptance. For generations we've been exposed to a negative future image, and when this future became present, we just accepted it. So what if we could change this future image? What if through co-creation we could together build a positive future image by making solutions and not exposing problems? Wouldn't we then be able to change our future image? I believe so. And I'm here to convince you with my project, Ages to the Cosmos. The best way I thought to do this is through open source storytelling. Open source storytelling is not something old, it's not something new, sorry. For example, a very good example is Iron Sky universe that started in the 90s with some videos on YouTube, some parodies of Star Trek vs. Babylon 5, and today they have this quite big franchise with 2 future movies. They're making a 3rd one. They have a huge amount of user-generated content. They have merchandise like games, comics. They even speak about making TV series. We have other ones that are very known and less known, and the last one, Paradisic Chronicles, is quite interesting because it is a group of science fiction authors, non-science fiction authors, that decide to make a shared universe and open to whoever wants to write in it. So if your creation is meeting some standard and is not breaking the canon, is going to be accepted into the universe. So as you can see, it's millions of users worldwide. So the universe. I thought the best way to tell this is to tell how humanity would evolve into a spacefaring species. So it is a journey of 600 years that is split in 4 ages. The first age, it's mainly a transition age from today to a bright future. That starts, of course, that is very deeply rooted in our reality and is very dark. The second age is a kind of a utopia, a humanist utopia, and the 3rd and 4th age will be open through events to community events. So in the 3rd age, half of humanity lives on other planets, light years from here, and in the 4th age, humanity is reunited on the other side of the galaxy and meets other sentient species. So the 2nd age is actually the main platform where I would like people to co-create in. So the idea is that to create like a framework that others could use to tell their stories. So I would, for example, create the Earth utopia, and then the whole solar system will be filled with a lot of different communities created by the online community based on what they think could be solutions to our contemporary problems. So, what's happening here? So, I have some specificities of the universe. For example, there is wearable computing devices in the shape of jewelry that are interconnected. Buildings have characteristics as plants, so they produce air and they grow because they're made of enzymics. There's control in gravity. And there's heavy use of solar energy, so we have these big light sails. I would like to have a bright and colorful style, but I think it's also very important that everyone is free to create how they want. So that's why at the moment I'm developing various styles. And here I have, for example, two typical use cases. One is Smita Captain and the other one is Trevor Marcelis. Smita is young and creative. She's an engaged audience. She likes to have content with meaning. Trevor is more laid back and he really likes speculative fiction. So Smita will know about universe through Instagram. She will start to engage with it little by little, and at the moment she even will follow. And she's going to go to the main site where she can discover the whole universe and also see that other people are engaged and they're speaking and they're also creating stuff. So she's going to create new content, and maybe if she has some money, she will even help for the funds the creation. So Trevor is another kind of profile. He's mainly on Facebook and YouTube. From there, he's at the moment he's going to be so engaged as he wants more. He's going to go to the website where first he's going to consume a lot of free media, but later on he's going to also order some merch and pay for the creation through our Patreon page. So how is the contents created? So at the beginning I start creating some contents, I put it on the website, I make some social currency, there I have some people engaged. This community is going on the website where they see they can co-create. What they create will be checked to see what can be fan fiction, what can be official content. Fan fiction is not going to die, of course it has to continue in the loop, but the idea is that the community is always more and more important, and that even they at the moment can decide what is going to be inside official content or not. And of course, if I would have a ninja media guerrilla team, it would maybe fasten the whole process. So I have some already contributors, like Christina Stengard. She's a former student from here, and she's willing to make an animation movie, a short that is happening in the first age, that is where she explores the consequences of mass extinction provoked by humanity. And Lorenzo C., that is a grassroots activist in the zone of Florence, that with his collective is making a collaborative piece to create some environmental awareness. So what kind of support do I need? Of course, I need to know how to travel the rights and that the money flows. It is very important for me that we stay respectful with the authors, but also we don't scare funders like producers or publishers. It also would be nice to have a ninja team and some contributors, of course. So feel free to contact me. Thank you very much.
Have you started writing some of the first episodes, and if so, what would they be based on? Because it's a very ambitious project.
Yes.
A million subjects. So
yes.
How do you?
I mainly started with the world building, and then I have a few stories that happened at the same time. That is more a way of exploring the universe. So, for example, one of the stories is a girl that is born on Earth, and her family has to quit Earth. And then she's going to travel on a journey, traversing the whole solar system, to be able to meet with them. And there she's going to visit all different kind of communities that were completely different, like every time in a different utopia. Yes, that's the main idea.
Is it a utopia that's based on a projection, scientific projection of things that could be done, or is it a pure fiction? More of a desired future?
What I create on my side, I really want it to be a hard science fiction. Even if I want to give this light tone, I want that it's possible to that a science geek would try to find themselves in it. Like for example, what I found to make the control on gravity. I've been working on it with a physician, a professor in Milan, University of Milan, I think. So it is quite important for me that it has a scientific ground, yes. Thank you. Yes?
I agree, this is a very ambitious project.
Yes.
But well done. Have you contacted any of the social media? Have you Google Spotlight stories, the stuff like that?
No, not yet, no. No, I really want first to make a lot of content, to have something that is appealing to other people, of course. Because also my idea is, once I have enough content, is also to have contact with influencers on social media, for example, or some other activists in other fields. That's the benefit of the universe. Yes.
Question.
Yes?
So this open source storytelling, it
Yes.
sounds really interesting. I didn't really know what it was.
Uh-huh.
So how does it work exactly? So people that want to write something in the universe, like need to be part of it or need to pay, but then people that consume the content is free for them, or how is it?
No, the idea is that creation is free.
Uh-huh.
It's just making money. That should be licensed. So, for example, it's a bit like the Creative Commons. Of course, that's why I have this slide where actually I am asking for help, because I've been exploring some ways. And of course, I really like the Creative Commons model, but maybe there are better models that a legal advisor could give me. But the idea is that the creation is for free, everyone can contribute. But once we want to make money, then we have to see how we're going to contribute to the people who created stuff and so on. Yes. So this has to.
I think this seems to have the shape of more this kind of like viral and very like populated media. So maybe you should look at other companies or apps or something like that that has that similar model.
Okay. Yes.
But yeah, it sounds very interesting.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ruben.
Thank you.